comes to African Americans and how they view Black Americans, I think there's been a lot of propaganda that has been fed to all cultures across the seas and over the world about us, making us look like monsters and villains and drug addicts and just gangsters and pimps and hoes, right? Where people come over here and they assume that Black Americans are dumb, lazy, they stink, they don't know what they're doing, and you know, I think that more than any other culture, Africans, when they come to America, they really don't want to be associated with us at times due to the stereotypes that they've heard. So you have to think of it from, their mind. If I'm coming over here to better myself and I look like y'all to a certain degree, I'm going to get grouped in automatically. What I know from being over here about you guys is you guys are X, Y, and Z. None of it sounds good. So when I come to America, I want to put as much of a barrier as I can in between us so that Whitey understands that, hey, I'm not like them, because I know what y'all saying about them and I know what y'all do to them. I'm not like them. Now, where, African Americans go wrong for that is y'all are like us, right? We all come from the same sort of bloodline. And we all, if you were to get pulled over, you know what I mean? They wouldn't know anything. They're going to treat you the same way. Police going to treat you the same way. The law is going to treat you the same way. The system is going to treat you the same way. How you react to it, completely up to you. But you're still going to be grouped in with us. So the ignorance that Africans have at times, where it's like, if I, put this barrier in between our cultures and things of that nature, then I'm going to have it better, you know what I mean? Or I'm going to be able to, have it better than these Black Americans. And so Africans are fed stereotypes about us as well that they go ahead and pop out that you'll see on Twitter. People will be, talking about we're very egotistic as Black Americans and we think everything's about us and we think we created everything. And all of these things that they say, meanwhile, again, these are things that we have learned from the negatives of both sides spewing into our children's ears. So I think it's something that needs to stop. I think people say, "Oh, it's only on Twitter." It's in real life too, because you have, Black people who will say stuff like, "Oh, Africans stink." Let's keep it 100. You've heard that before. They make noises at them and you know what I mean, stuff like that. They say they scammers and shit like that. You got African Americans who think Black Americans, like I said, are dumb, don't know nothing. Sometimes they don't want their kids even listening to rap, having long hair like dreads. They want to put a barrier in between that. So both sides are guilty of sort of having this negative viewpoint of each other, and it only comes out in moments like this. But the key is for us to be together and bond together because we all Black, or we're all from whatever we are, whatever you want to call it, African, Black. We're all from sort of the same blood, and we should work together instead of go apart. And so again, I think with the Tyla situation, um, take it by face value. I don't think she meant no harm. I think people should stop kicking her back in. I think, you know, it is what it is. She asked somebody to hold something, they held it, and that's it. I don't think it should go further than that. Everybody who is engagement farming for Black Americans and African Americans, y'all need to stop. It should be one love, one pride, one movement, and that's how it should really go.